Investors in the house of mouse are groused. Analysts espouse the mouse has failed to arouse. The stock slides as the major stockholders contemplate getting soused. Translation: Disney failed to meet Wall Street expectations in many areas. There's lots to cover here, but we need to talk about it. Here we go. Disney has seen a list of setbacks. The financial world has taken notice for a change, and they've been missing the marks both in earnings and revenue. Worse yet, the growth of Disney Plus has slowed down even more than it already had, and believe it or not, this was not unexpected by those of us who've been paying attention. Missing revenue marks by over $200 million and posting earnings of a mere 37 cents per share rather than, of course, the 51 cents per share that we were expecting seemed to cause some trepidation, and it probably should. Translation: Disney's stock is set to fall. In fact, Disney's stock fell over 4% in after-hours trading and is, at this very moment, it is down over 7% currently, as trading is active. It could go down as much as 9%, possibly losing a pretty decent chunk of value. This means collectively, in less than 24 hours, Disney could be down between 7 and 10%. That would be odd. Many of us have been talking about the overvaluation of Disney for quite a while. Well, at least I've been here for almost 2 years. I've been talking about it ever since the beginning. And the expert analysts have been predicting a correction for Disney. It may finally come, and it's not surprising. It's going to be a lot of corrections in a lot of places across the globe, so pay attention. Disney Plus growth has likely peaked. In fact, that could be said for almost all the streaming services, but I'm sure we'll get to that later. They've added only 2 million subscribers when they actually needed to add 8 million more. They needed between 10 and 11 million to make Wall Street happy this time around. Hulu growth and ESPN Plus growth has fallen off substantially. So as far as streaming is concerned, everything has missed the mark. One of the key elements that I look for, or I look at, is the ARPU, and I know I've talked about it quite a lot here and in other places. It stands for average earnings or average revenue per user, depending upon how you want to say it. It fell from $4.82, which was already low, to $4.16. That's 66 cents in a quarter. It's not good. And again, as they continue to expand in countries like India and others, that number will likely go down. Disney is currently scrambling to replace domestic churn with ridiculous deals and a promotion called Disney Plus Day, where they will announce new content that's on the horizon. Still, the company is also intending to expand its broader streaming interests from the current 60 countries that they broadcast in, or stream to, whatever terminology you want to use there, to 160 by the end of 2022. That's bold. But it also will continue to drive all of these numbers downward. ARPU will fall. Earnings will fall. Dumb. There weren't a ton of positive signs in the quarterly for Disney to begin with, at least it's pretty obvious. The theme parks were a strong element. They grew 99% year over year, but they're still behind the 2019 marks by about $1 billion. It's quite a lot. The studios, content sales, and licensing, which basically includes the film studios, took another loss this quarter of $65 million, despite the fact that they released films like Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Jungle Cruise, Free Guy, and a few others. Overall, the TV networks were down 4%. The continuing losses at ESPN will only accelerate as more people are turning away from the shows and the events that are there. I wonder why. This is also impacted by people consuming things digitally from other sources. Read YouTube and other similar locations like Odyssey. Many have speculated that the shift in some release dates for films and the TV shows could be tied to a need to retool, to rework, or rewrite. This type of quarterly reporting, or this quarterly report itself, supports that idea, considering that Chapek's retail-oriented thinking is really informing a lot of what the company's doing right now. It could also be a recognition that the box office may need a lot more time to mature. Again, something else to think about. I suspect that there are many things happening in the background, including future contracts with talent, producers, studio execs, leads, all kinds of stuff like that. These things have been quietly leaked around the industry through the trades and individual substacks, to be honest with you. And obviously that's being done to soften the ground for these changes. So there you are. I also think we've reached the maturity for streaming services, and it's now going to turn into an outright competition. But what do you think? Will this mark a turning point for Disney's focus? Maybe. Will the stock rally quickly? Perhaps. Maybe by the end of the day even. Who knows? I don't think so. And is streaming growth actually over, bringing in the new competitive elimination phase in the streaming war? I suspect that's probably right on target there. But please give me your thoughts down in the comments section below. Maybe we can figure it out together. Plus, it also helps the algorithm. With that being said, support independent creators out there on the platform. They absolutely need it. And that type of engagement, whether it's a like, a share, a subscription, a comment, or all of them, will only help them. And that is wonderful. Aside from that, I'm going to end the video the same way that I always do, which is to say, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. It actually is. And until next time, bye.
Hey there, one last quick note before I let you go. And before we make it to the end of this video, I, CultureCasino, have a brand new Teespring store. That's right, you can now go to Teespring, look up CultureCasino, or use the link in the video below, and pick out some handsome and beautiful CultureCasino merchandise with many different designs and styles and colors, many different items. I was actually surprised at all of the things that you could create, and I have some more designs and items on the way here shortly. But, you know, if you want to support the channel in that way, there is some merch. Otherwise, here comes the ending. Thanks for visiting today. Be sure you're subscribed and hit that for alerts.
Yay!
Of course, like and share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.